Welcome, sir. We are thrilled to have with us today Mr. Pushpendra Chandravanshi, a software engineer at TealFeed. Mr. Pushpendra is an outstanding professional in tech industry, holding the record for the highest campus placement, cracking GSOC in 2023 and winning the Smart India Hackathon. He excels as a front-end developer and has a strong passion for coding and robotics. We are excited to learn from his experience and insight. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Pushpendra Chandravanshi, sir. Hello, sir. How you have been so lately?
Hello, hi, VariableX community. So I'm excited to be here and grateful for the opportunity to connect with such a vibrant tech community. So yeah, we can start.
Welcoming you, sir. Sir, how your life has changed since you have ever left the college?
Sorry, can you repeat? Actually, your voice is not clear.
Sir, how has your life changed for since you changed the college?
Okay. So since I have left the college and I'm here in Gurgaon doing my software developer job, so life is kind of you know when you move from your student phase to the professional life, it is very different and uh, it is not like you can skip the classes and you have to be there and present at the office. So it's like the life is good in a way that I am doing what I love, but it is at the same time also overwhelming sometime because you know you have to go to office from like 9 to 5, and then you are like kind of filled up for the whole day. So yeah, it is excited yet challenging.
So that's really kind of exciting for us, and we really appreciate your efforts. So we are very eager to know that how you prepared for GSOC.
Okay, so when I was in first year of college, so our first year has started with the during the COVID period, and it was like our online classes. So during that time, I came to know about Kunal Kushwaha. So I think most of you know him. That he cracked GSOC in his first year itself. So I was pretty, you know, I I was like inspired by him, and then I started to prepare for GSOC from first year itself. But back then I didn't know much in tech. I just know C++. So like if you know a language, then you can't just contribute to real world projects with the knowledge of only a language. You also need a library or framework which is built on top of that language, because when we go into the industry, every project is based on some library or a framework. So in first year I tried, but like I didn't understood the project really well because I don't have the knowledge of that framework. And same thing happens in the second year. So I tried it for a week and like 10 days. So I go to the uh, repository, but I didn't quite understood it. But in the third year, before the GSOC period, I did a internship at my brand. So working in that particular startup, that is at my brand, I come to know about the React.js library and Next.js framework. So when you know the library or framework, then you will understand the folder structure of a particular project, and it is easier for you to contribute to a real world project. And then from third year I started from December, and like I continued to contribute in the project, continually like engaging in the community and joining the calls. Like they also have community calls every Sunday, so I used to do that. And you know just I just tried to pick up the hard pull requests, the hard issues that were present in the project, and slowly contributing it. Like I don't have much contribution in that project, but whatever I have worked were some of the hard stuff that were present there. So like that. And uh, it was like April, and I felt like I'm not gonna make it this year in GSOC, because the commits are very less for me. But to my surprise, I got selected for that particular organization. So yeah.
So that's really great. So would you please mind elaborating about the project you have contributed in?
Okay.
Um,
So
Sorry to interrupt. I just want to ask to Pushpendra, like how you manage your work-life balance, like in college, at the same time you're doing this project thing. So how do you manage? Can you guide us, because I also opting for doing GSOC.
okay, Shivam. So like contributing to an open source project is not a full-time work. It is more of a consistency things, rather than just it is not like you go to the project and contribute every day. If you are contributing to it on the weekends, then it's enough. Like if even you are contributing on like 2 days, and on the other days you are just engaging with the community. So whoever is asking some questions in the community channel, you are just responding to them, and you are basically engaging in the community. So if you are doing that, then it's enough. It don't take much effort from your side on daily basis.
Sir, I have
And
read your blog.
what about your college? Like, you have to manage college also. Like, I know it's not a big task, but we also get some projects from our college also, and we have to study for our college work also. Like, so how do you manage that? And I also got to know that you're not from here. You live in Bhopal, and then you have to travel to Vidisha. So how do you manage that?
Okay. So Shivam, as you know that our college don't mind about the attendance. So basically my attendance was uh, not more than 30% in each semester. So basically I don't go to college, and there we save the time.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Sir,
hope this
I have a
answer your
question.
yeah.
Like, if we selected for GSOC, then we assigned a mentor. So we cannot overwhelm him like asking question or bombarding him with questions like, "What should I do? I am not able to do this." So how to be responsible? Like we are not able to do that, but how to find out that we can use Stack Overflow or ChatGPT? How you solve the errors? Like I'm asking.
Okay. So during my GSOC period, I used to connect every weekend to my mentor, and for the rest of the time, I was myself to fix the errors, and just you know uh, navigating the internet, going to Stack Overflow, and stuff like that. So basically, when you are facing an error, and I'm not saying that you should not ask the mentor. You can ask the mentor, but first you should try by yourself, and uh, just try again and again. And like if you are not able to solve it, then give yourself a break and come again, try to solve it again. And if it is like if you have give it a multiple try, and still you are not able to figure it out, then you can ask the mentor. It's like that, simple as that.
Hi, Pushpendra. I have a question that I'm in
Yeah.
fourth year. So, what the
Okay.
thing that I need to do to get a job in 2025? Because I'm a fresher, I don't have some knowledge about the industries. So, can you please guide me what the things I need to do?
Okay.
Same question. I have the same question what
Yeah.
Shant
Okay.
had.
Okay. Okay, Rishant and Shivam. So getting a job in 2024 is kind of hard, but now the market is shifting and more opportunities are coming in. So what you can do is learn a tech stack. So Shivam, if I'm not wrong, you know Spring Boot, right? And Rishant also know Merns Tech. So you just need to polish your skills and uh, go deep into it, make some real world projects, some really hard project, which includes a lot of complexity in it. And if
Yes,
you are having this type of projects and let's say, so there are like different ways to get a job. So if you, I can tell you about open source in this particular class. So just search for the companies which are uh, really active in the open source community. You can see this organization from the GSOC website. So in GSOC we have a lot of organizations that are good for beginners, and they have a lot of projects that are good for beginners. So you can go contribute to them, and if you are contributing to a really good issues, then they will surely notice you, and you may ask them for opportunity. So it's not that every time they will have opportunity, but they can connect you to other someone in their connection who is hiring for the role. So it's like that. I hope it answer your question.
yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a humble, thanks from me.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Sir, my question is that after cracking GSOC, have you get any privilege in campus placement or any other companies like you got privilege for cracking the GSOC, your resume shines up, or you are being reached out by the recruiter on LinkedIn, something happens like that.
Okay, so after GSOC, like the fourth year was very confusing to me because when in on campus placements they asked for the company is not like they don't ask some defined things. They are sometimes they will ask aptitude, sometimes they will ask DSA, and sometimes just they just take the group discussion round. So like it is not defined on the that what the company will ask in the on campus. So there are three things like aptitude and reasoning, then there is DSA, and there is development skills. So for during my third year, I was like really into front end, and I was doing internship. I was preparing for GSOC and all that. So I was focused on front end. But when I came to fourth year, then it was like confusing for me. Like, should I do aptitude and reasoning, or should I do DSA? And then I choose to do DSA, and I was like doing DSA and applying to companies. But in doing DSA, I was not focusing on my development skills. So I was neither prepared for the DSA thing and nor for my development skills. So during on-campus placements, I didn't got like selected by any companies because either they were asking DSA, which I didn't know much about back then, and I was like simultaneously I was reaching out to HRs on LinkedIn and applying on LinkedIn as well as well found. So after some days, like around January, I got reached out by this HR which I messaged earlier on email. So he reached out to me and asked me for like whether we are available to join us as a full time. And simultaneously I also got called from Swipe, which is a Y Combinator company. So these are the two companies that I got offer mainly, and there was also a third company, but it was not that great, so I didn't even give the interview for that. So Yeah, it was like that. Like you just need to cold reach the HRs of the companies, and uh, as per the placement of our college, I don't think that it is that great. So don't just depend on the college placements. Also try to make efforts off campus.
So, sir, you are working in a startup. So you see your colleagues, what they came from. They came from a DSA background, or they are from development only.
Okay, so in startup you will mostly find development kind of people, because even if you are uh, meeting people who have done DSA, but they are also good at development. So I think development is more required skill for the startups. DSA is also good, but for big companies like MNCs and all that, and the competition is really high there. So I think development is should be your go-to things, but you should know DSA, because DSA is the basic of computer science. So you, let's say, you have to learn string arrays and LinkedIn. So these are the basic things you should know it, but don't waste much time in DSA, I would say.
Another another question comes up in my mind, that if we choose to learn React, then we have to learn TypeScript, Node.js. So we can be in tutorial hell. Like I am watching lectures of TypeScript from 1 to 10. So what's your approach of learning TypeScript? Let's say you define a project, then learn the necessary things, or you go through the tutorials and then build the projects. So what's your approach of learning the new technologies, like in job or in college?
Okay, before discussing the approach, I would say that if you are getting into a tech stack where JavaScript is a skill, then first learn JavaScript very well. Like go deep into it, learn every concept of it. Like there are a lot of concepts that are different in JavaScript than other language like Python and other object-oriented programming language like Java and C++. So you should focus on JavaScript. Sorry. So you should really focus on JavaScript first, and then React, TypeScript, Next.js, Node.js, everything will be easy for you. So JavaScript is the core thing. Really should know every concept of it, because during interview as well they will it will be like 70% JavaScript and rest of the other stuff. Either if it is a front end role or back end role or a full stack role, they will first ask you JavaScript really deep, and then they will move on to the library or framework. And you are saying that if you want to learn TypeScript, then TypeScript is nothing but it is a superset of JavaScript only. So if you know JavaScript well, you just need to add types in it. Uh, like you just need to follow one tutorial. You can pick anyone. Like everyone is teaching well. It depends on you. Like which is good for you. So just pick one. Don't change it. Like sometimes what happens, like a lot of time you are learning JavaScript from a creator A, then you will move on to course B, then C. So don't just change the your creators or whatever, like the resource that you are learning from. Just follow one like tutorial and complete it till the end, and you will know everything about that particular step.
So Anikant is asking the question. So unmute
Yeah.
yourself.
Hello, sir. So actually, I want to know that how much DSA is needed for getting a good company like you. Like today, in the age of YouTube, we used to see some concept like graph and tree, but sometimes they are not asked in the interviews mostly. So I want to know that.
Okay. So I just wanted to say that DSA, no company is asking DSA. Like if you talk about startup, no one is asking. Like even I got interviewed by Grow as well, but they also didn't like interview me for DSA part. I was saying before this, I was saying that you should know DSA. This is because that it is core concept of computer science. So it will help you in logic building. Either you are doing like front end or back end, but logics are everywhere, right, in computer science. So it will help you in that. Uh, but if we like talk about any interviews, then there will be no round of DSA. Mostly, like 90% of the time, the companies will not ask you DSA if it is a startup.
Okay. And my last question would be how you got an off-campus placements?
Okay, so I just reached out to the HRs on LinkedIn, like whoever is posting a job, then I just see who have posted that particular job. So on LinkedIn you can see, like, if someone is your second connection, there are first, second, and third, three types of connection on LinkedIn. So if someone is even in your second connection circle, then the name of recruiter will be showed below the job posting, so you can reach out to him on mail or like DM.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, Nitkesh, you can unmute yourself.
Sir, hello, sir. I am a very confident in Java, and also I am working on Spring Boot. Sir, so what type of project to give a time, and what type of level to improve in project type?
Okay, you are working on Spring Boot.
Yeah, sir, I have completed Spring Boot, but I am working on projects. So, how type project will be required in this industry level?
Okay, for industry level, like, I would say just pick any complex project. You are in fourth year, right?
Sir, like, yeah, yeah.
So according to the condition that is going on currently in the market, you should really build complex project that like you can build, you have done Spring Boot, so you can build uh backend heavy application like YouTube
Yeah,
or
yes, sir.
clone, some kind of clone. But just don't try to follow any tutorial. I would say
Yes,
for
sir.
for your first project you can do it, but eventually you should make one project by yourself. So it is
Yes, sir.
completely done by you, and it should be a complex project.
Yes,
And
sir.
uh, just try to collaborate with someone who have done front end, or you can also learn it. And because if your project is backend, then you just can't
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
show
am
it to.
saying I'm saying that I am working on backend part. So also learn that means my question is also learn is front end part is must or not?
uh, it is not must, but if you are having time, then you can do it. Like, if you have really done a good amount of backend, then you have enough time to learn front end as well,
Yes, sir.
because it is easy to showcase.
Yes, sir. So
Yeah.
like I am yes, sir. Continue.
Yeah, continue.
Everyone, please
Uh,
post your doubts in the comment section.
sir,
Sorry, in the chat section,
Sir,
so that we can go.
like when I'm working on REST APIs and free security like authentication and this type project, so that is helpful for MNCs or not?
Yeah, it is helpful for MNCs, but uh, before that you should really know good amount of DSA. For
Yes,
MNCs,
sir.
you should know good amount of DSA.
Yes,
And
sir. Yes, sir.
if you are targeting startup, then your project will really help you in that
Yes, sir.
resume
Yes, sir.
shortlisting
Yes,
part.
sir. Sir, and also I have many time in thought I am change skill tech and man. So it is helpful
Okay.
or not? Like I am.
Okay, just I would say that you should do one thing really deep rather than doing everything on surface level.
Yes,
So
sir.
if
Yes,
you
sir.
have done backend in Spring Boot, then there are enough opportunity for that as well. So you can just
Yes, sir.
do front end of anything, React
Yes,
or
yes. Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I
Okay.
would say that.
And
Okay, Sajal, you
like
can start. Nitkash,
like
Nitkash, your time is over. Sorry to interrupt. Sajal, you can ask the question. And everyone, please put your doubts in the chat so that sir can read and we don't did not waste the time because we have only one half hour left with us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so regarding my project, I have built a kind of clone of what is it, CodePen. So I have built a clone of CodePen. So it is not completely like CodePen, but the basic functionality is like that. But along with that, I have also integrated with the OpenAI API. So you can just type in the you can just describe your component that you want to generate, and it will generate the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript part of it, and show display you as an output. So you can also modify it and play around it. So it is really good to learn basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But I would say that it was not a very good project to have, because it was not that complex for me. And whenever my resume is getting shortlisted, it is based on the experience, and not much weightage is given to the project. So if you have a good experience thing, like in my experience, I have Google Summer of Code and other startups. So it is like it have the weightage more than the projects. So if you don't have much weightage on your experience side, you should really build complex project, so that it can describe your skill set.
So I have a query. Sir, I
Yeah.
have a query. While approaching, what should be the approach to ask mentors in case of GSOC?
Okay. So uh, approach in the sense like you are initially approaching them, or
So
while
initially,
initially. Okay. So when you are initially approaching the mentors, first go to the organizations and gather all the information that you can, like go to their GitHub repository, what tech stack they are using, and know about the company, what they are actually doing, and use the product as a user. So let's say an open source project, your open source project is based on anything like something like YouTube clone. So they are building an open source version of YouTube. So just go and use it as a user, and like that you are gathering more information about the project. And first try to set up that project in your local repository by yourself. And before approaching the mentor, just uh, I would say that if you are approaching the mentor, don't ask the basic questions. Like some of the basic questions can be like, uh, how can I contribute to the project? Is it a good project, or will this organization be going to be selected in GSOC this year? So these are some of the basic questions. You should not ask the basic questions. Just uh, try to I would say that try to set up that project in your local host, and do every try to do everything by yourself. And if you are getting stuck, then reach out to the mentor that yeah, I have done these things and I am facing a problem here. So it will be like a best way to reach out the mentor. And if you are asking basic questions, then they will not even reply in most of the cases.
okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, we have a question from Vaibhav Mishra. He is asking, does contest rating matters in placements?
Does okay. Does contest ratings matter in the placement? Yeah, it may matter, but uh, like for the startups, again, I have said this earlier that DSA is not that important for the startups. So they don't uh, give weightage to contest rating and this thing uh, in startup, but they may consider it because uh, like if you have done something good in DSA, then they may consider it. But uh, in equal efforts that you are putting in uh, the contest setting, you would have done much more in the development part. So yeah, it is totally dependent on like the company to company.
Sir, I have one question. Like
Yeah.
there is recession going on last year, but you are now working in industry and regularly interacting with them. So the YouTubers will not tell the reality. But what are your thoughts on the recession? Has it improved now? Are hirings increasing? Or what's our company planning? Are they planning to fire the employees or what's their approach?
Okay, so I would say, like, I'm not tracking the market right now, but I would say the opportunities are increasing nowadays, uh, as I can see on LinkedIn and some career portals. So opportunities are definitely increasing, and they are increasing in startups. So startups really need people to work for their product, and yeah, overall, like the market condition is improving, I would just say that. And the condition is not that good for MNCs right now. This is a point to be noted. But for the startups, yeah, opportunities are increasing.
I have one question.
Okay, so regarding freelancing, yeah, they will consider your project and really appreciate the work, like the freelancing work. So they will discuss the projects with you in during the interviews, and the work should be like matched to their tech stack or whatever they are doing. So in freelancing there is a lot of things, like in web development you may be a WordPress developer, or you may be like a really low level designer, developer, like working on React and JavaScript, or you may be a high level developer like WordPress. So it totally depends on the kind of work that you are doing. If you are doing low level work that is based on some language and like library that they are using, then they will definitely consider your work.
Sir, I have one question
Sir, I
from the
want to
student.
ask. Sir, I want to ask that there are several job roles in market, but your resume should stand like that job role. So, sir, you should make one perfect resume and apply by that resume at all the job roles. And if you are applying to different means some major some minor changes there in job role, then you should apply from the same resume, or you how to tailor your resume that you should be shortlisted in the in that job role.
uh, okay, Sahil, so each each of the resume represent a particular role, and uh, you should have different resume for different roles. So if you are applying for front end developer role, then your resume should really based on the skills that front end require. Your experience should if you are applying to uh, let's say a role, uh, for example, we can take front end. So just see front end development developer jobs description. Go to five six companies, and see the descriptions of the front end developer role. Then you will find something common in all of them. Like if it is based on React, then you will see that they require React, Tailwind, JavaScript, and the skills are similar. And for a particular role, the skills will be similar. So you should mention these keywords. So keyword in the sense like React, JavaScript, and some these are some of the keywords that you will find in the job description. You should really mention them in your resume for that particular role, and for that role you should have different resumes. So yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, like for placement purpose, like we are doing DSA, okay, and one more specific skill. Then is this enough for on-campus placement?
Yeah, for on-campus placement, I would say DSA and aptitude and reasoning is enough because I have never seen a company who is asking for development skills in on-campus placement. But the thing
And
is
sir,
that yeah, the thing is we are not getting much companies in our college, right? Based
yes, sir.
so yeah, so yeah. What
Sir,
you are
what
asking?
about pool campus placement? Like, what's the approach for it?
Okay, so for pool campus, it is similar to on campus. Like there will be round based on the company,
There
and
only they are asking for DSA only, not much about developing skills and all.
yeah, like based on my experience, I have never seen any company asking for dev skills in pool campus or on campus placements. But yeah, there are companies. There may be companies like you know, if 70% of companies are asking for DSA and uh, your aptitude or they are taking uh, group discussion rounds, then there may be 30% companies who may ask for development if it is like startup or early stage company.
So talking about DSA, so to what extent they were, matlab, they will ask, right? Like array, string, DPs, graph, that's all.
So it depends on company to company. I can't just say that because some company may ask you the basic stuff, string arrays, and that's it. But some companies may ask you DP and graph and all that. But if you are doing DSA, then you are like taking a bet on it. Then you should really do it to greater extent, like doing graphs and DP as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. No problem. Okay, so in this meet, we also have my teammate. It is Anikant Jain. So I think he can answer it. Anikant?
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello, sir.
yeah.
Yeah, so actually in SIH हमने लास्ट टाइम तक का वेट करा था एंड मतलब मैं ये सबके लिए बताना चाहूँगा कि आप वेट करें लास्ट टाइम तक एंड जिस भी प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट में सबसे कम मतलब सबमिशंस हो मतलब सबसे कम मतलब कि आप उसको प्रॉब्लम को भी अप्रोच कर पाएँ ऐसा नहीं कि मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है बट मैंने उसको सबमिट कर दिया सो आपको जो प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट बेस्ट लगे एंड जिसमें सबसे मिनिमम सबमिशंस हों आप उस प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट को चूज करके एंड पीपीटी आई गेस एसआईएच में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल होता है तो आपको पीपीटी को बहुत अच्छे से बनाना पड़ता है उसमें लाइक फ्लो चार्ट्स इंक्लूड करना यूज केसेस अगर मतलब एकदम चैट जीपीटी नहीं डालना होता है थोड़ा बहुत उसका वो मॉडिफाई करके या फिर मन से चीज़ें बना के हमें बस पीपीटी शॉर्टलिस्ट करानी है एंड देन जस्ट फिर तो हमें कोई इशू होता नहीं है ज़्यादा हम घर से भी अपना प्रोजेक्ट बना के ले जा सकते हैं एंड वहाँ पे आई गेस 36 और 72 आवर्स का हैकाथॉन होता है एंड वहाँ पे तो फिर बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ा आता है लाइक जैसे मैं अपना बताऊँ तो uh, हर एक प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट के लिए 5 टीम्स जाती हैं एंड वो पांचों टीम्स एक प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट के सॉल्यूशन को बनाने के लिए लाइक हैकाथॉन में पार्टिसिपेट करती हैं एंड एंड में जिसका भी सॉल्यूशन बेस्ट होता है उसको विनर का वो मिलता है सो हमारे साथ भोपाल की आई गेस मैनिट की एक टीम थी एंड और सारी टीम आई गेस बाहर की थी सो हमने लास्ट तक एकदम बेस्ट ट्राई किया था एक्चुअली मैं बताऊं आपको कि तो हमारा फर्स्ट राउंड इतना खराब गया था लाइक जजेस ने सामने से बोल दिया था कि आप ये बना क्या रहे हैं आप बिलीव नहीं कर सकते होंगे कि मतलब जीत कैसे गए, बट दिस इज ट्रू. पुष्पेंद्र सर कैन ऑल्सो से दिस. एंड सेकेंड राउंड तक हमने अच्छे से चीज़ों को एनालाइज किया कि कहाँ पे हम गलती कर रहे हैं. एंड जस्ट लास्ट में हमने सब बेस्ट कर लिया एंड देन वी जस्ट वॉन.
So Anikant, can you tell me what technology did you use, like ML, AI?
Actually, we have used three technologies. One is machine learning, another one is web development, and we have also created one app for that.
Okay, so Kanishtika is asking, can you please explain more about PPT? So I would say that your PPT should be short and sweet. It should represent what you are really doing, but should not include all the details. Your PPT is like a title. So whatever you are doing, you just put that title there in very short words, and then when you are presenting, then you will explain it. I hope it answered your question, Kanistika. Okay.
I've compiled a question of 5 6 students. They are earning like 30,000 per month on freelancing. So they are asking, should I sit for placement? Is freelancing sustainable? Like they are getting 2 projects per month, or sometimes they are not getting projects for 2 months. So is freelancing sustainable according to you? Have you ever done freelancing?
Okay, so I have not done much freelancing. Like I have just done bounty hunting one time with one of my friend. So I would say that if you are doing freelancing, then you have that skills, right? You have the development skills. So uh, as of now, if you are in fourth year, I think you should continue it. And meanwhile, also you should also look for the jobs as well. You can't just depend on freelancing work, because in my office also there are people who are doing freelancing as a part time, and it is a part time thing. But if you are like confident and confident enough, then you can do it. So it is totally upon you. Okay. So TealFeed basically have a product where we provide like a way to manage businesses. So let's say you are a therapist and you want to take online classes of your clients. Okay, so at TealFit we provide different type of calls, like one-on-one connect calls, or a group session, like group sessions, or there are different type of calls. So we are basically connecting the clients with the therapist or the doctor, or whoever wants to organize an online session. And we uh, along with that, we also manage their payments, and uh, we have like options to create different type of calls, and then the therapist can share it with their client. And uh, along with that, we will like manage the payment part and the analytics and everything for them. So it is like managing the business, managing your business in a smart way. So the therapist just need to focus on their classes, and all his headache like we are taking through our product. And you may think what TopMat, yeah. It is similar to TopMat, and you may also have heard about Calendly. So it is similar to them, but it is a fully fledged project. So uh, we provide like a complete solution to the therapist or doctor or whoever is want to take the online sessions. And you may think that it is it is a very simple project. So whenever when I joined TealFeed first, then I was thinking like it is a very basic thing, and like we do it as a hackathon project, we can do it as a hackathon project as well. So it is a very simple, but trust me, when I worked for 4 months here, then I know that how complex it is, and uh, how it is, like it is just solving a simple problem, but it is very important to solve that problem. So yeah.
Sir, have you gotten any amount of equity in your company? Like startup tends to give the employees equity so that they can have skin in the game.
Yeah, so company provide ESOPs. So I will get like I'm getting 10% ESOPs of the package.
So I had a question. Many times you mentioned about the complexity of a project. So what are the parameters that define that any project is complex or not?
Okay, so first of all, the project should not be uh, like similar to any project that you have uh, built earlier. It should include things that you haven't done earlier, and the things that are used in the industry. You can like visit some industry based projects and just see what technology they are using, and in the technology what particular like library they are using in their project, and try to implement them in your project. So yeah, that's.
Okay, so
Sir, we are approaching the end. So, how is your feedback of VariableX and what we can do to improve the community? As you know, we don't have the system of running communities in our college. You know the coding culture of our college. So, what's your feedback to us?
Okay, so yeah, like it is a very good community, and there should be a community like that. So it is associated with the college, or it is an independent community.
If we go with the college, then faculty will restrict us. Don't do this, don't do that. So why we don't want that? So we go out of college, like we can scale it to other college also.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it is like uh, I would say that there should be a community like that, and but the downside is like not downside, but the thing is that if you are not really connecting every like twice every month at least, then the community will be of no use. So you should connect to each other daily, and not daily, like weekly or bi-weekly, and learn from each other what other person is learning. And yeah, like I really like this community very well. And uh, if you will ask me how you can improve, then what you can do is like, I don't know if you are doing this, do offline meets with your friends. It may be like 15 to 20 members, and like you can make groups, and you should really connect offline as well, and learn from each other what the other person is doing, and just the complementary things.
Sir, this is our first session with you. Would you love to conduct another session whenever you are free, like next month or something like?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir, this is our first
Yeah, yeah.
session with you. Yeah.
So okay, so are you doing offline meetups?
No, sir. We want online meetup only. That it can be recorded. It has its own advantage, like compared to offline.
Okay, so okay. Yeah, like I'm not saying that you should host a guest in the offline meet, because it will be difficult for you to get someone to Vidisha, or offline in that case. So you can do meeting between yourself, like the members itself, so you can learn from each other. That would be my suggestion.
Thanks, Pushpin sir. It was wonderful meeting you. Would you have some final message for our students? They are listening for you.
Okay. So everyone here is a fourth year student or third year student as well?
Sir, keep in mind the college,
Third year
condition of
student.
our college. You know the
Okay.
condition of
So
our college.
so
Yeah.
most of you are fourth year students, right?
Uh, no, sir. We have a collection of audio.
Okay, okay, okay. So my advice to all of you will be the same, that focus on one thing that you are good at. I'm not saying that you should, all of you should get a tech role, tech job, or just go into this software engineering field. If you are passionate about other things, then pursue the passion and you know uh, give your whole time to that particular thing. Focus on one single thing. That will really help you. And regarding the like coding stuff, if you are doing a particular like, you may be doing front end, you may be doing machine learning, or you may be doing back end. Focus on that, your strength. You know, just focus on one thing, because uh, like I have learned it from myself, because uh, w- around December I got an interview with Grow for a front-end developer role. But for the past 3 months, I was trying to learn DSA, and by doing that, I was neither able to focus on DSA nor the development part. So don't get confused between them. If you are do whatever you are strong in. So like if during the DSA phase I have learned and focus more on front end, then I may have cracked the opportunity with Grow. So yeah, that will be my advice to all of you.
Thank you so much, sir, for connecting with us. It was a great opportunity to know the insights and experience you have shared with us. And we really appreciate your presence, and we will be looking forward to connect with you. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, and best of luck to all of you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.